Hello. Today I'm going to demonstrate a virtual Montessori material. We're going to look at how to use the fraction pieces from montessoritools.org. Now normally I would vastly prefer that we had actual pieces that we could move with our hands. However, at least being able to use a virtual tool is better than none at all. Now, if you would like to make your own fraction pieces where you can cut them out, make them, then I would highly recommend doing that as well. So here, without further ado, we are going to look at the fraction material. Now, when I click on this and I drag and drop, I can build numbers with my little cards here, and I can also add in these other operations cards in order to create some problems. So as you are working on fractions, I would highly recommend you using this material. So now I have created a simple problem, 1/4 plus 1/4 equals unknown. I want to figure it out. Now up here, it even shows you kind of a picture of what the pieces would look like in the classroom. So you can imagine that these are the inserts, the metal inserts on the green background with the red metal pieces that you would pick up. So 1/4 plus 1/4, 1/2, 1/2, 1/3, 1/4. So I'm going to grab 1/4 plus 1/4. When I put them both together and I gather everything up, I end up with 2/4. So my answer there, I am going to have 2 pieces of the 1/4 kind. Now, as many of you may recognize, I could trade this in and make an equivalent fraction. If I put these two pieces together, I know that it will be an equivalent fraction or the same as 1/2. So here I can also use this as a way of recording my work, and not just that I am using the numbers only, but that I can actually see the pieces as I work through them. Now another type of problem I could do, I simply hit the recycle button, it puts itself away, which is awfully nice. I could also use this for subtraction. Let's say that I have 4/5 and I want to subtract 2/5. So if I build it first, I'll go up 1, 2, 3, 4/5. So I need to build my number first. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I want to subtract 2 of them. So if I set aside, I pull away 2, then the number that I'm left with right here is going to be another 2/5. So my answer equals, I have 2 of the 5th pieces. Now, the 2 that I demonstrated here are going to be pretty simple, straightforward problems. You can also use this for going back and forth between improper fractions and mixed numbers. So let's say that I have the improper fraction 5/2, and I want to see what the mixed number is. So if I put out 5/2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I see that for every 2 of these, I can exchange them and get 1 whole. So if I say, here is 1, I can exchange 2, I can exchange, and then I have 1 left over. So 1 whole, 2 wholes, and 1/2 left over. So 5/2 is the same as 1 and 1/2. So that is one way of doing this. You could also start with a mixed number. Let's say that I have 1 and 3. Oh, wrong one. 1 and 3. Oh, I see. I accidentally dropped my piece there. All right, 1 and 3/5. And I want to know how many fifths that is as an improper fraction. So I build it first. 1 and 1, 2, 3/5. Now I can see when I exchange this, I would need to get 5/5 in order for it to be an equivalent amount. So instead of 1, I'm going to set this aside and I'm going to get 5/5 because that is how I know I'm going to be able to make the right number. Now, if you grab it in different places here, oops, you can actually grab the different orientations, the different facing directions, and I can see that I now have 5/5. When I add these all together, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, I have a total of 8/5. So I know that 1 and 3/5 is equivalent to 8/5. So again, you can use this for many different kinds of problems, but this at least will give you a way of working with the fractions materials digitally so that as you're trying to figure out complicated works, you are still able to at least visualize and imagine the material that you would be working with in the classroom. So enjoy and go forth and have lots of great math learnings.